Okay. I looked at my previous message, lecture, as I called it. It looked okay, so I decided to go on with my main one. And it was something like 82 years ago, something like that. That's not too far from 100, but almost 100 years ago. The world was in what they call World War II. And Germany, Italy, Spain were allies. The U.S., England, France, and a few other European countries, even Russia were our allies. Hitler is responsible for killing over 20 million people. Not counting the ones that he baked in the ovens, but the ones that he killed in war. Let's talk about the 2 atomic bombs that were dropped during World War II. Well, the U.S. and its allies were able to beat down basically Germany. So there was no need, and perhaps maybe it may have been other reasons that they didn't drop atomic bombs in Europe. But the close proximity, Europe, England, and France, if you drop a bomb, let's say if they had dropped an atomic bomb in Germany, then the fallout would go all the way to England and France, who were the allies. But Japan was also an ally of Germany. And they continued to fight as the news was, as the message was. Maybe that had been propaganda. Maybe they didn't refuse to fight, but maybe they didn't continue to fight. But all I know is this: America dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan. Okay. Now, Hitler didn't have the atomic bomb. He killed over 20 million souls. The U.S. had the atomic bomb. Now, of course, someone is calling me from Kansas. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Okay. Now, the U.S. dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan, claiming that the Japanese didn't want to give up, so they had to drop the bombs to stop the war. Well, whatever the reason, the fact is, the United States of America dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan. But do you realize that even though the U.S. dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan, those 2 atomic bombs did not kill a million people. Close to 1 million, maybe 8. I'm not sure of the number, but it was close to 1,800,000, 700,000. But Hitler he didn't have the atomic bomb, and he was able to kill 20 million human souls. That's how many people died in wars. But when the nuclear war begins, okay, 2 atomic bombs killed close to what? I may be off a little bit, but I'm not too far off. 2 atomic bombs killed close to 500,000 people. Well, maybe 300,000, but anyway, it was close to 500,000 people were killed with 2 bombs. Now, Russia shoots a bomb. How big is New York? I don't know, 10 million? One atomic bomb, with the power they have now, one atomic bomb, possibly, okay, if Russia fired that bomb to New York City, they would kill at least 4 million people, at least 4 million. I think it's about 10 million human souls I think that's the population of New York City. I'm not sure, but I know it's more than 1 million. So, if one atomic bomb can kill 5 million people, perhaps, what is a remedy to prevent those 5 million people from being killed over a nuclear attack? Okay, what's the population of the U.S.? 100 million. Or you send one atomic bomb to New York. That's at least 4 million people. You send another atomic bomb to Miami. That's another 1 million people. So you've only dropped 2 bombs and you've killed 11 million people. You see what we're talking about? Now, okay, Russia drops a bomb in New York. Russia shoots one to Miami. Oh, well, you know, China got bombs too. So they got the bombs coming in all directions. Now, of course, what is the reaction? The U.S. shoots a bomb to Moscow, and you got atomic bombs going back and forth. So within a 2-week period, you've killed about 20 million people. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about bombs that can kill 1 million people, and all it has to do is drop in one city. That's what we're talking about. Okay, now, 2 atomic bombs dropped in Japan. It was 500,000 people. 3 or 4 atomic bombs dropped. Okay, look. New York, Los Angeles, Detroit. 3 atomic bombs would knock out 20 million people. 20 million people. 3 bombs. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about now if Russia shoots the bomb, we're going to shoot the bomb. So you got bombs going. Oh, so you got anti-aircraft. Oh, you're going to stop all the bombs that's coming? We're talking about millions of lives spread out. And that's 3 cities. 3 cities. You've killed about 40 million people just with 3 bombs. Three bombs, you can knock out 20 million human souls. The only way to not die from the bomb attack is that the bomb never left. The bomb was never shot. Now, where am I going? I'm saying that the only salvation for humanity is not the aftermaths of a nuclear attack. The preservation of mankind comes when the bomb is not shot. How do we stop the bomb from coming? That's what I'm talking about. How can we delay the attack? How can we stop the attack? How can there not be an attack? That should be our concern. Once the bombs start coming, think about it. Think about it. Once the bombs start singing in the sky, so the strategy is to keep the bombs from coming. What is the strategy? What is the strategy? How can you delay? At least delay it. Well, it's something called diplomacy. It's something called diplomacy. It's interesting how all these words start with a D. Diplomacy, defeat, diplomacy, defeat. So, we're talking about a serious matter here. When you walk around and you hear your politicians and your policymakers, you see them in their foolishness. What are they going to do when the boss talks? When the boss will make its demands? Who is the boss? You think about it. So basically, my whole venture is to say, look, knowing what man is and knowing what man will do, give him the power. Give him the power. Well, look what Hitler did when he was given the power. 20, what? How many? How many millions did he kill? Give him the power. How many people? How many people did Hitler kill? Give him the power. Now you got the policymakers. They're going around pushing people to be sodomites. Can't you use that energy to figure out a way to keep those bombs from coming? Can't you figure out a way to keep those bombs from coming? Oh, excuse me. Let me just check out for 1 second. I want to take a look up. Remember I told you my field was drama. I'm a very good actor. And right now I'm on stage. I'm on film. I'm filming myself. So let me take a good look at myself and see how I look. If I look good, I'm going to publish this. If not, I may not publish this. Give me 1 second to check it out.